Was it right to pick a fight over daffodils? Ugly truths behind a beautiful body. There's no law against cliched thinking. That's a surprise. The man who kept his hat on. Everyone who had known him expressed surprise at what happened. His neighbours had noticed no warning signs. He seemed a regular kind of guy. He never complained when the kids kicked a ball into his garden. I don't mind. He always said hello and gave a jolly salute when out on his morning stroll. Nice fellow. But that night, he closed his front door for the last time. And walked up the hill to the King's Arms. When he entered the pub, nobody looked up. The landlady had just closed the till, and when she turned round, he was standing at the bar. She served him his usual pint of bitter and packet of peanuts. Was nothing extraordinary there. He calmly downed his drink, scrunching the empty packet into the glass. Then all hell let loose. It's warming up a bit. A witness later described it as like watching someone have a nervous breakdown in a gentleman's outfitters. Not quite sure about that. He bent down, undid the laces of his brown country brogues and hurled them towards the windows. While everyone started at the crack of shattered glass, he stuffed both his socks into the mouth of Roger the pub boar. Probably served him right. Before anyone could stop him. He smothered Tony the banker and his latest piece of toddy beneath his Barber jacket. This is more like it. When he undid his braces, his trousers fell down. But without missing a beat, he whirled the elasticated straps round and round like helicopter blades, smashing all of the optics behind the bar and sliding down the glasses on the tables. I bet that made a mess. He swung the suspenders at the two dreadlocked eco-warriors huddled in the corner, throttling them in one fell swoop. Big Dave, returning from the gents, was not as surprised as a sober man might have been to see a pair of moleskin trousers flying towards him. That would have taken me by surprise, I can tell you. By now, half the pub was heading for the door, while the others were tittering nervously, wondering who was going to be the next victim. I wish I'd been there to see it all. Several bemused drinkers were recording events on their mobile phones. Next, he whipped off his scarf and raced towards the escaping clientele. He grabbed hold of Fiona, the frisky redhead, put the scarf between her teeth and rode her like a filly round the room, making her jump over the upturned tables and chairs. I say! Then he tethered her to a hat stand. Guffaws of laughter exploded around the room when he held out his palm and offered her a lump of sugar. I can just picture it, can't you? Popping buttons pinged into boggled eyeballs as he tore his shirt from his torso. Lashing together the legs of local tittle-tattlers Arthur Spinner and Betty Yarner, a hearty slap on their backs sent them surfing across the floor awash with booze. Onlookers whooped in delight when the two heads clunked into the far wall. Finally, to an expectant hush, he pulled down his underpants, strode towards Bill Souness, the chair of the parish council, and ceremoniously placed them over his head. That'll show him. There was a loud cheer as he left the King's Arms, and disappeared into the night. By the time the police arrived, the man who kept his hat on had become a local legend. You just couldn't make it up, could you? There's no law against cliché thinking. Good job, too.